It's the 29th of April 2025, and just walked past those cottages up there. Fabulous cottages, beautiful. Didn't video them, should have done. Come down this moss walled lane, very steep going up here. The noise in the background you can hear is the weir down there, the water drop created for a mill that was once there. Here's Prince having a look. He's looking a bit thirsty, so he's probably thinking, might jump in there and have a dip. No, Prince is a dog who particularly dislikes getting wet, and even though it is pretty warm and humid today, it'll have to be hotter than this to get Prince in the water. I've only ever seen him go in water once in the 8 years we've had him. He's a rescue dog, and he only went in the water once in 8 years on an unbelievably hot day a few years ago in Barrow. I went in the sea, unbelievably. Oh, it's a squirrel running up that tree. Unfortunately, a preponderance of grey squirrels in this area rather than the British native red squirrel. This is one of my favourite sections of walks in all of West Yorkshire. So if we can get down onto the path here. Been here many times before, but never ceases to impress me. Just watching my footing on these steps. Being an elderly gentleman that I am now. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe you're old when you feel young. But, such is the passage of time. There's the bridge that we've just come over. Walk down that mossy lane there, and here's the weir and an interested dog. There we are. The tree's not fully in leaf, so you get a good view of the weir. And look at this, they made a mill race for the milk, so the water would be diverted down the mill race to drive the water wheel. So streams like this were the power that fueled the Industrial Revolution. And to be fair, although there may look a lot of water coming over there, I can assure you, compared to times when I've been down here in winter, there's absolutely nothing going over there today. It's a lovely little walk, and this would have been the mill pond. Hard to see it now, but we're walking on a wall of cut stone, and looks like a moor hen. I was hoping it was a dipper. Don't see many dippers. Well, I've seen quite a lot of Hebden Bridge actually. Hebden Bridge, the home of the dipper. That sounds like an American burger slogan. Come on, son. Here he comes. And because he thinks he's being photographed, he's not very keen on pausing. It's nearly time for a drink, Prince. Do you want some water? Huh? I think you do, don't you? We'll have a drink of water soon. Licking his lips. Always a sure sign. There's some butterflies down there. So yeah, here we are. We're walking on the bank of what was probably once a mill pond. Just keeping my eye on the time, don't want to be late for my friend in Huddersfield, Steve, who's how shall I put it, a punctuality vigilante. How about that? Punctuality vigilante, as am I. I only have to be 2 seconds late and he's looking at his watch, tapping it with his finger, looking affronted that I've let him down and I'm late. There's a bit more water in the mill pond there. Like many people in Huddersfield, he's a very amusing bloke. There must be something in the water in Yorkshire that people are very naturally witty and amusing, and that's partially the reason I enjoy coming over here so much, to be skewered on the rapier of their wit and barbs, all said in jest, or maybe not. Yeah, some very amusing people. Right, there's a mill down there, but we're not going to go any further today because we need to get over to Huddersfield, and it's a good half an hour drive. Prince is desperate to... Oh, had a bit of a slip there. You all right, son? He was desperate to get over that little bridge there. Now he knows we're coming back towards the Hinchcliffe Arms in Cragg Vale, where we've left the car on the road. So yeah, these are the kind of paths I just love to walk on around here. And so far today I've done 2 walks, and I've seen precisely 3 people, and 2 of them were together. So this is what the fabulous South Pennines offers you. Amazing walks, tremendous pubs with world-class real ale, and tranquility and peace, and very stress relieving. Look, you can see the cut stone down there. Look at that, the tree growing out of it. But somebody, that was probably part of the mill, somebody constructed that magnificent wall, master masons, each of those stones, the amount of work that's gone into cutting each of those stones, and the skill of the men who laid it 2 centuries ago. Fantastic craftsmanship. And here, this is a good angle, this, because we didn't quite see this from the other side, but you can see just before the weir on the left there, the cut stone below the path that we were walking on. You see that butterfly zip past there. Loads and loads of butterflies, which is great to see in this world of climate change. It's a sad world with wars and that kind of thing, and the overriding spectre of destruction because of climate change. And every year there's a big meeting, COPs 28, 29, call it what you will, and they never do anything about it. It's all lip service, which gets my goat, because if the human race combined together and pooled its resources, imagine how fantastic and far advanced we'd be. We might even be on Mars. There's big plans to go to Mars, and it's my suspicion and personal certainty that tycoons like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have got their eye on the future, and I think they've kind of given up on this world and they want to be on Mars with their families living in a great big bubble when this world implodes. Looking at all these butterflies, cabbage whites they look like, but they had little brown bits on the wingtips, so maybe not cabbage whites. Yeah, I can't believe how warm it is. I keep harping on about this, but it really has been the best winter and springtime I can recall. Basically, last summer, being a gardener, you tend to notice these things. We'd get one wet day and then it'd rain the next morning, and then perhaps fair up in the afternoon. But by then it already impacted on my day, and can't cut grass when it's wet. Not very easily anyway. Look at that building there. Undergoing some renovation up there. Crikey, there's no windows above the second floor. Quite often in Yorkshire, people live one above the other. Look at the building there, that's a modern house. Fancy windows. Here comes Prince. People live on one house on top of another. And a friend of mine lived in Pudsey in Leeds in a back-to-back. Blimey. And he lived in the middle of the row, and in the olden days there used to be just a few outdoor privies that would serve the entire row of houses. So they tended to be in the alley behind the rear houses. So if you lived in one of the front houses, you needed to go. You needed to walk along the street and then right round the back and then back up to the privies, and then probably wait in a queue with your torn up newspapers, waiting to use the privy, which you can imagine what sort of state they were in. So hard times indeed. But yeah, fortunately my friend's house in Pudsey did have a converted bedroom, which was now a bathroom, but it was still a back-to-back. It's a very happening city, Leeds. When I first started work in Leeds, I won't say where, but I did have some fabulous colleagues, and you'll know who you are. Very, very helpful and amusing people. Great place to work. But Leeds was just beginning to start its unbelievable transformation, and the derelict canal sides in 1999, when I got to Leeds, within a few short years all the flats were being built and buildings were being repurposed from their derelict state into trendy bars and restaurants and flats, and along the waterside, and the canals were repaired, and Leeds has become a booming city with hundreds of bars and nightlife. And Leeds United here in 2025 have just secured promotion back to the Premier League, so lots of my friends who are Leeds United supporters are ecstatic. They were there last night to see the team at Ellen Road hammer Bristol City, who were in the playoffs themselves, 4-0 I think it was. So yeah, the Leeds celebrated their promotion in front of all their vociferous fans at Fortress Ellen Road. Let's hope next season they do better than in previous seasons when they've only spent a short time in the Premier League before quickly being relegated back to the Championship. Here we go, this is... yeah, stay there, son. Oops. What have you been eating? I'll tell you what you've been eating. He's been eating, yesterday, schoolboy error. Ever go on holiday, they make amazing giant ginger snap parkings, they call them. Wonderful. My dad used to love them. Absolutely adore them. And big, thick, round ginger snaps. And I was in a bit of a dash to get everything I needed ready for this particular trip. And schoolboy error of the first order of schoolboy errors. I left a bag of food on the floor in the kitchen in my haste to get my daughter to college before embarking on my trip. And then when I came in, after dropping her off, there on the floor was the wrapper of the ginger parkings and a very shifty looking dog who shall go unnamed, but see if you can guess who it was. And he'd eaten a lot. And he very carefully managed to open the wrapper at the correct end, and I think he enjoyed them. I don't know whether he had a cup of tea with them, because ginger snaps without a cup of tea, well, it's like fish without chips, isn't it? Wow, look at this. Oh, what? Look at that. Don't recognise that logo, badge. What is it? International. That's amazing, that. Look at that. Wow. Oh, look at the bed. That's never been used to transport anything, has it? And look at these other vehicles here. That looks like a Jeep. Oh, it's a Land Rover. Sorry. Apologise, Land Rover. That's definitely a Land Rover. Worth a fortune, that. We're showing a farmer, mate of mine, who delivers the hay for my daughter's horses. Now, that hasn't run for a few years, but that looks restorable. There's a Range Rover here. Oh, don't touch that. No engine in this Land Rover, unfortunately. But I bet somebody could get that going again. International. It's a new one on me. I'm going to have to look that up on Google. A lot of potential in this building for renovation. Make a fantastic house, that. There's a lady there coming out of her fantastic house. Looks like that was once a stable, the old stable door now. A beautiful arch window. What a great house. What's that? Marshaw Bridge. Marshaw Bridge. And here we are back at the church. And nearly back at the car. So I better get Prince on the lead, because I can see a car coming down from the main Cragg Vale road. So here we go, son. Get you on the lead, keep you safe, and we'll might even have a quick look in the churchyard. Some great churchyards in West Yorkshire, in all of England really. Oh, that's quite a late red robin. It's not quite in red leaf yet. Another marvellous house there. They're everywhere in West Yorkshire. You just do not... You almost take them for granted. Well, I don't, but I'm sure a lot of people don't even notice. But I love looking at houses. And that's a fabulous one. Everybody's got their hats on. Oh,
Let's not throw that card.
it's a school. Look at that lovely church. Some Prince is dragging, he doesn't want to come. Come on, son. This is the last thing we're looking at, I promise you. Look at that. Now that's an impressive tombstone monument, isn't it, to yourself? Oh. Church is open. These must have been very important people being buried so close to the church itself. Oh! Yeah, let's say this. In loving memory of Fanny, great name, wife of Hinchcliffe of Cragg Hall, born April 20th, 1825, died October the 2nd, 1888, and also the above named Hinchcliffe, J.P., who died at Southport, October the 3rd, is it? 1900, in his 79th year. Wow. Hinchcliffe. What a great name. Obviously maybe the Hinchcliffe Arms was his house or pub. There you go, I told you that Yorkshire had fantastic cemeteries. Right, it's worth coming here just to see that, but we've got a hot dog, so we'll leave it there at Cragg Vale's fabulous St John the Baptist in the Wilderness. St John the Baptist in the Wilderness Church at 3:05 on this wonderful spring afternoon.